money and how to make them in this beautiful city of Los Angeles.
Side hustles or work they actually start doing to survive, an extra on film set.
Oh, yes. That's a big one here.
And it's actually fun. You go on movie sets, like big movie sets. Yeah. There is a great app, which I found out recently. It's called BeautyPass.
Yeah.
It could be an atmosphere model, which...
Oh, I love that one.
Atmosphere model is, yes, when you go to the club, you are at the table, you're a pretty girl, and then, you get paid hourly. You just put Craigslist,
you go on
looking for a
Craigslist.
job, personal assistant, and there's like a bunch of things.
We're going to go and play tennis after this episode.
You're listening to Just Fake It Coming to LA podcast. Now here are your hosts, Nora and Maryna.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Just Fake It Coming to LA while Nora is taking selfies.
Oh, I actually am taking selfies because I just like the look today. I think me and you just matched first time in clothing.
We did not agree on that. Funny enough.
I just said I'm going to wear black and white, and Maryna just showed up in a white tennis skirt. So today we're cheerleaders girls.
Cheerleaders or like a country club, visitors.
Yes.
Or something.
I like the cheerleaders, like blonde and brunette in high school or university, college of the United States would be UCLA and USC.
No, absolutely. No, it's also trend right now because like everybody's wearing this tennis skirts right now and like it's so popular. But I was OG because I used to play tennis. So I used to own all the tennis skirts like for actual tennis.
Did you play professional tennis?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, wow. You surprised me. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, I did. I did play tennis for like 8 years, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Maryna, I am...
You're impressed?
Impressed and nicely surprised.
Okay.
I would say. Okay.
I like surprising you.
Okay. Well, she's not faking it. That's for sure. I am faking it because I've never played tennis. Welcome to Just Fake It, guys. Here I am, Nora and Maryna.
Hello again.
I finished doing my selfies. And today, in the new episode, we're going to talk about a very, very interesting topic, which is money.
I mean, money and how to make them in this, in this beautiful city of Los Angeles.
Yes, because if you think about it, side hustle or the word hustler overall became a term, right? Recently,
yes.
I mean, in the last whatever years. Because when you live in the cities like Los Angeles, New York, I don't know, any other major city which is expensive, it's not always easy to survive and live on just a salary. So before, when I worked, when I was back home, we don't really had this culture of hustling, right? We had a job, we kind of like was okay. Maybe we had some hobbies.
I guess, yeah. I don't.
Because you never paid for rent back home.
Yeah, true. Because we're living with our
parents. Or like you live, it's not as expensive.
Yes.
And then the whole thing of like rent payment and leasing cars and all that stuff, it's something new for us because it's a purely American thing. Like not in our country, we don't have leasing.
Very new for me is taxes. I still can't. I still get over the fact that like when I get paid every time, and I'm like, wait a second, I was supposed to get paid more, and then I was like, taxes.
Yes, and it's about what 30%. Well, 15% for sure. It's a social security and a federal tax, and then another whatever amount.
I think it comes to about 25% or something.
I think 30 up to 40, depending how much you make.
Anyway,
yeah, that's why everybody's moving to
Las
Vegas and Miami from Los Angeles.
No, because it's not that we don't pay taxes, but somehow taxes are kind of like already included. Like if you work for a company, basically they pay taxes. Pay taxes back home.
Yeah, W-2, 1099, all of those things. Things which we didn't know, which I'm still learning because I had no idea that there were like two things. Because in our countries it's like 10%.
Yeah, or something.
10%. I mean, medical field is free. It's 10%.
Yeah, nobody's really coming after you unless you're doing like very, very big finances. But anyway, okay, so basically making money in Los Angeles.
Making money in Los Angeles and making sure that after taxes you still have something to eat and pay your rent with. So we decided to talk about some side hustles because everybody obviously have a job in LA unless you are
Not everybody.
That's true. Unless
there's like what we discussed one of our episodes. It was like stay-at-home girlfriend.
Oh, right.
Or like
stay-at-home girlfriends. Excuse me, stay-at-home wives.
Yeah,
we're jealous, purely from the bottom of our hearts. But we still have to talk about side hustles because we're not staying at home girlfriends. We actually working women. It doesn't sound sexy, does it? Working women.
No, okay. I'll be honest. I love working. I'm ready to spend all my life working. I don't need rest. I don't need weekends. I don't even like weekends that much because, I like doing stuff. I don't like sitting at home and just like, well, what do we do now? I even like when we're watching movies or something. Like I can watch one movie and that's it. And then like I have to go do something because like I can't like binge watch TV shows or something. I just love like producing work, producing art, doing something. I don't know. I can't stay home. But I know there's people who can. But anyway, just circling back to side hustle and being workaholics and, trying to make money.
Extra money.
Yes.
So in LA, when I first got here, obviously you're a student. We didn't have much time to work and blah, blah, blah. But then when we got out into real world, we realized that whatever we're making is just not enough.
It's never been enough.
So I started, I'm pretty sure everybody Google things like how to make more money, how to become a millionaire. Those YouTube videos are really, really popular. And there are so many good tips and bad tips. Because
I don't think Feed Finder works, guys.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Or sometimes we're like, oh, our friends are doing this, so we have to do that too. So when it comes to side hustles, I think there is like, we can kind of highlight the top, let's say 5.
From us personally.
Because like there is 2 perspectives. So immigrants who come here, they have a certain, types of side hustles or work they actually start doing to survive. Let's say like cleaning services, delivery services, taxi services, and all that stuff. So I can't even call that side hustle because it's their main job for the first like year or 2 until they, When it comes to side hustle, when you already, have a job or you already do something, from my perspective, number 1, in this city, which is very unique because in other cities you can't really do that, is being an extra on film set.
Oh, yes. That's a big one here.
Yep. Here, you can actually make money and survive if you... And it's actually fun. You go on movie sets, like big movie sets.
Yeah.
And, they dress you in different, clothing and they stage you somewhere and you just like with the hundreds of other extras,
Yeah, but it's important that it sounds fun. It sounds easy, but it's not easy, guys. It's not easy at all because sometimes you have to spend from 12 to 16 hours on set, sitting at the table and pretending that you're eating at the restaurant or something because like while they're filming the scene with the big actors, they're setting up lights. So you have to be there all the time. You have to be quiet. So you usually like need to have a book or a laptop with you so you can work or like do your main job
sometimes
or whatever
you have to wear, I don't know, like some light summer clothing and it's winter in LA or like San Francisco and you pretend that it's summer or vice versa.
Absolutely.
So physically it might not be as comfortable, but still if you're a really, really big movie enthusiast and you want to, be on set and even get paid for it, of course, like you go, okay, that's the way how you do it. Because lots of people don't know how to become extras in LA. So you have to go to LA casting. You actually physically have to go and stand in a line. And I suggest you to go early in the morning. And then you meet, with the agents and they take your information, your pictures and all that stuff. And then whenever the project comes out, you're up there.
So LA Casting is basically an organization, correct?
As far as I know, yes.
They have online department, but you say that it's better to go in person and talk to somebody?
Yes, because there is usually a line and people, go and go stand in the line. And then when their turn comes, they just give the information and everything. And first, you're not going to get a lot of jobs, but then later on, when people know you, like ADs, directors, assistants of directors, they already know you. And next time when they need you, they're just going to text you and then you're going to be there. Directly.
Okay. So again, just circling back, because I never did that. I heard about that, but I've never experienced it myself. So you go to LA Casting and you stay in line just to talk to the agent.
Yeah, just to give the information, yes.
Okay.
Just to kind of like be in database.
Okay, so you get yourself into database and then you wait for the call back. Yes. Because I know there is some websites, I'm not sure as well, but they kind of post like, okay, today this is going to be filming, show up, and then you show up there, you stand, and then just kind of they pick from the crowd people. And again, it's like very hard because you have to.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of websites. You can even go to like regular, like backstage, got like Actors Access, what is out there. project casting. There's so many LA casting Frontier. There's a bunch of websites. The biggest one, I think, it's Backstage and Casting Frontier, LA Casting. And you can always find the roles which are extra, and then they're even being paid.
Yes.
So you can just apply for that and then get paid and then make connections. Trust me, in movie industry, just like any other industry, once you kind of set your foot in, you just, exchange contacts, and then next time they know. And then in this industry, especially, like, for example, when you're creating a crew for your movie, right? When I do it, who do I reach out? The people I know and I've worked with, right?
Of course. You don't reach out to people
even actors, like, oh, okay, we know, like, he worked with her. And then that's fully based on connections. Yes, castings are amazing when you need something particular, but then for like extras and like the crew, connections. So just try first to put your foot into the door.
So the hardest part is to start, is to actually get yourself on the first set as extra, and then it's gonna go. But again, to wrap it up, you need to have pictures. What kind of stuff do you need to have to kind of participate in that?
Well, the basic, it's headshot.
So you need to have a headshot, and then
all.
your basic information.
Yeah, your basic.
Like
because for extra, they don't really need your resume, to be honest.
But like, do they need probably like your shoe size, your clothing size, your height, right?
And
all that.
There's every casting website, you fill out all this information.
Okay.
Yeah. Your hair color, all of that stuff. Yeah, and it's super easy.
Okay. Anyway, so number one in Los Angeles,
purely for Los Angeles, by the way. That's very unique.
Maybe. I mean, I'm pretty sure some other cities have it too, but probably Los Angeles is the biggest. Yeah.
Also, you can be like not going too far from the set. You can also be an audience for like TV show, like sitcom shows or just regular shows, and they pay you, I think, like $13, $14, whatever dollars an hour, and you just like clap and.
Oh yeah, I think I did that. I did that.
I did
definitely,
that once.
But in Kiev, back in Ukraine, I did that. I went to this filming of the TV shows, and you just sit in the audience and just like.
Yeah, you're just being lively and like.
Yeah, but like for a very, very long time.
Exactly.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy, especially for people who are very like impatient, cannot be in the same place. For people who are very impatient, cannot be in the same place, I would suggest dog walking.
Okay.
It's great money. I don't know. I think they get paid like $25 an hour or something, but then you also can walk.
But you probably work only for 1 hour.
Like maybe a couple hours a day, and then you just walk a few dogs. So why not? I mean, some people do that.
Yeah.
It's a nice job. What would be like another side hustle you can do in LA? Because
in LA,
we're tailoring it. Like LA also has a lots of dogs.
True.
Yeah.
True. This is not a lie. For me, probably number 2 would be, I see it a lot, like when I'm looking for jobs or like something, a lot of to do with influencers and social media.
Okay.
In terms of, I see a lot of companies hiring like this, basically in actors, but not actors, like hiring you to promote their products, to kind of make this, natural, organic videos. It's like, oh, I tried this cream. I really like it, guys. But you need to be like as organic as you can be.
Did you do something like that?
I did cast for one of those because they were like looking for content creators, which is kind of my alley, but like they needed me to be in frame, which is like, I'm not used to it really. So I did a test video with the laundry detergent.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, are you tired of messy detergents? Try this capsules. Like, oh, they help me so much. Like, whatever. It's like ridiculous video. I still have it. They did not hire me, but you guys can try. Definitely. But the other thing that I did also with social media, kind of similar, is I found this local business that they give you free passes to go like to classes or to like cafe, film videos there, and you have to like give them basically a post, a story, a reel, but you mention like this product, you try, and what they do is they basically try to locally advertise. So for example, I went to a Pilates class like this, and I filmed it and I posted it on my social media, tagged them clearly, and like
did they reach out to you through your social media?
I think they reached out to me on LinkedIn. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, on LinkedIn, I think so.
Oh, dang. They even went there. Okay.
Yeah,
LinkedIn is becoming more entertainment than a professional website.
I mean, no, it's still like work
It
you
is.
know, work related, because like my resume and my page is like basically content creator and like photographer, whatever. So they were probably looking for people like this who can create content. But anyway, getting back to creating content is a big thing in Los Angeles. Everybody needs content. Every small business needs content. So again, finding kind of hustles like that, creating content,
Yeah.
helping businesses, you know, to film videos, pictures, but very organic. It's pretty doable.
It is very doable. And I feel like if you are in Los Angeles and you have time in your hands, you should utilize it, because I have some friends who actually make a living on that, make a living on modeling, for example, going on red carpets, just finding those gigs and backstage. And as I said, once you meet people, they're going to call you again. So that's how it goes. Like I worked for the commercial for one people, like, you know, and they kept like, whenever they had an opportunity for another commercial, they kept calling me. And trust me, my picture there is like an Amazon with like this sheet folder or whatever, like
Love it.
some stuff like that, like you can see me, or like hair beauty products or like stuff like that, you know. And I was doing it because why not? I was commercials for like purses and trust me, I don't even have much following on Instagram. It doesn't matter if they see you're in LA, you're cool, your followers are cool, like they want to use you, why not? Just literally create some content. It's so easy in LA because everybody is about it, and it's just so beautiful. If you just like go outside and do it, it's already a winner, right? And just post more, and I'm pretty sure a brand will definitely reach out to you. And there is another thing, especially if you're trying modeling, if you're, you know, a girl who has already some kind of a portfolio, and models are always looking for a job. I would say it's a job, but there is a great app which I found out recently. It's called BeautyPass.
Ooh,
So BeautyPass, it's an app for models where you submit your pictures and you have to be accepted.
Okay.
And then all these restaurants, clubs, like, you know, the venues, events, they want you there because they want beautiful girls be a part of it, right?
Okay.
So they offer you free dinner, so they offer you some sort of payment for you to come. So there are like different levels you can get to. And that's how girls go and eat in those expensive restaurants
Beauty
and stuff.
privilege.
They just, they do.
Okay,
they do
how pretty
content.
do you want to be on a scale from? Do you need to be on a scale from 1 to 10?
I mean, it's such a subjective matter. I don't know. I mean, I was accepted. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll be accepted too.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
ju-
just curious, like who can get it? Like how is it? How does it work?
I mean, you just download the app. It's called BeautyPass. By the way,
BeautyPass.
BeautyPass didn't pay me. So BeautyPass, if you hear me, you should become a sponsor because I'm literally talking about how great you are.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm ready.
I
I'm
think it's
signing up.
genius. Yeah, it's genius. BeautyPass.
Okay.
You just download, you put your pictures up. Of course, you have to do verification because it's you, so there's no
Okay.
catfishing or whatsoever. And then you wait.
So basically, what happens? Like you wait, and then somebody sends you invites
No,
to places.
you
or?
just up. No. When you are accepted, you'll see like the whole variety of things you can go to,
Okay.
places. Yeah, you can choose, you can apply. There's like the whole thing.
So you apply yourself to go to like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to like
Yeah.
have dinner at this Mexican restaurant, and
Yeah.
you apply there.
So just restaurants are showing you the offers, and then you just
okay.
choose whatever. Yeah.
But they don't pay you. They just-
Some of them pay. Like I did commercials where I got paid.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I
So it's like
that.
it's different. It's, as I said, in Los Angeles, if you're a girl, for example, especially for the girls, it's so much easier because you can just, have free meals. And then, for example, there is another side hustle, number 3, right? Already.
Oh yeah.
It could be an atmosphere model, which
Oh, I love that one. I'm not, but I know some people who are. Yeah.
it's just very like thin line because lots of people think atmosphere model, it sounds like an escort.
No. Okay, listen. I have a not story, but like I remember when I was studying and still at the university, right? And one of my friends, she's American, and she was like always bringing me to the nightclubs with her, and we're always like got these tables and free drinks, and I'm like, how do you do that? And she's like, oh, it's just like my friends and stuff. But then somebody told me, like, oh, she's probably getting paid. She's also getting paid for you. Probably. I'm like, wait a second, what?
Yeah,
you
that's
can
true.
So probably that's what it is. But how do you get that gig?
So atmosphere model is, yes, when you go to the club, you are at the table, you're a pretty girl, and then you get paid hourly for things like maybe $50 an hour or something. Or
Okay.
100. I don't know how much it is now or whatsoever.
Okay.
But how it happened to me, I was literally just with my girlfriend. We went to
Yeah.
the bar, and then I was just walking on the street, I think in Hollywood. and in Hollywood they have lots of clubs, like the
Okay.
major ones. And I was just wearing, like a dress and stuff. And this guy just comes up to me himself, like next to a club. There's
Okay.
just, can I take your number? Come to a party. There's like a party in the club,
Okay.
stuff like that. And how I met my first promoter, my friend of mine, she invited me to this club in Beverly Hills. And they obviously had a table and everything. And I was just like, oh, cool, having a drink. And then this guy just comes up to me. He's like, hey, my name is this. I'm a promoter. You look very exotic. I think you're very cute. Would you like to like exchange contacts? Because I have like these major parties. And that's literally just show up.
Okay. Can it be shady though?
I've never experienced anything shady.
Okay.
But of course, I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, it's a big city, like whatever, anything can happen anywhere,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, especially in this scene, you have to be careful. But like some girls party anyway. So sometimes they just do it for like, I don't know, $50 an hour to go to a club because promoters get paid for bringing people in the club. So sometimes they
Okay.
pay girls to be there. And especially for the club, it's nice to have pretty girls. at
Yeah,
the
of course,
tables, because
then
that's
basically-
that's why the guys come and spend money for the bottles. So
Yes.
it's just the basic instincts and psychology here.
Okay. So basically to be a, let's say, atmospheric model, or if you guys want to party for free, right? You have to find a promoter.
You just have to go to a club, just get in, and if you see like this table with bunch of girls and only one or two guys and like
Okay.
a bottle of like, I don't know, vodka, for sure not
Okay.
champagne, because that's usually clubs don't provide for free.
Okay.
You just see that it's a promoter. It's like, it's so obvious.
Is it? Because like, I don't know all these things. You know these things. Like I've been there, but I've never paid attention enough. I was just like with my friend hanging out, like, oh, it's a nightclub, and I had no idea what's happening
No, it's like
around me. But then I realized that it's like models, kind of like
you literally get into club. All you have to do is just stand and like check it out, and people, trust me, like you never end up just being on the floor all night, unless you want it, because usually
Okay.
you always get invited to the tables, and
Okay.
it's just the way it works. I mean, it's clubs, stuff
Okay.
like that.
No, it's interesting because like again, we're giving kind of advice to people. For me, it's interesting. Like, how do I, if I want to do it, like I want to find promoters, so I have to go to the club, and I have to go to the guy and be like, hey, you, are you a promoter? I want a free drink.
No,
Or, like, what-
well,
what do-
not that blankly. Just
Okay.
go and see and talk to people. That's all. There's no like a certain formula. How do you find it? Or honestly, ladies and gents, especially girls, if you want to do it, just leave a comment under this video, and we'll reach out and send you numbers of your promoters in LA.
I love it. I'll
I
comment.
mean, absolutely, right?
no,
I
but can you find them online? Like, can you find them on Instagram? They probably like.
They usually,
Open or
what
no?
happens when, for example, I land in Las Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they usually somehow see the location, and then they see like you're staying in a nice hotel, or you're like
Mm-hmm.
staying over. They want you to be in their club that
Mm-hmm.
night. So usually they just DM me on Instagram. Somehow they find me themselves.
So you have to put location.
Yeah.
When you post a picture, always put location.
I always put location
Okay.
because that's how people find you.
Okay.
They literally somehow have the tools, and that's how they find you. And every single time I land in Las Vegas, there's like some sort of people always texting, oh, do you want to go to a party tonight?
Okay.
And obviously it's just the girls' power in this case. It's only happens to the girls, just making sure
Okay.
it's not.
I mean, maybe I'm sure it happens to guys too, like
I'm sure
model
it does.
guys too. Like
Absolutely.
they bring
Yeah.
them.
But majority of the time I've seen girls.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's not just LA. I went to Paris to the club. In Paris happened the same thing. I was at the table because the promoters was there.
Okay.
I didn't even know these people.
Okay.
But the promoters, we don't stand in the line because promoters invited. So we kind of cut the line. We go straight inside, and there's always a table of a promoter. And just because we're girls,
That's cool.
even in Paris,
Okay.
everywhere you go to Greece, you go to Paris, you go to LA, you go to New York, you go to
well, basically
Dubai.
party kind of places, party cities, whatever.
It's the well-known practice.
Okay. That's cool. It's not so much for making money, but for like having free kind of entertainment,
Some
food,
of them
drinks.
do make money, but they're like not much. you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but it's a cool hustle. I would do it.
Yeah. Sometimes on the weekend, like you want to party, why not? You just go.
I do want to party. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do. All right. Those were the third one. This
Okay.
was interesting, not for everybody, just kind of to mention what it is.
Yeah.
Also could be side hustle.
No, absolutely. And then we can step up from the entertainment and kind of party industry and give you guys something simpler. Like, for example, we talked about being personal assistant to somebody, right? Again, you obviously have to have a language and some knowledge, education, probably like.
It depends. Like, yes, you're right. You find them the gigs really on Craigslist. As simple
Yeah.
as that. You just put Craigslist,
You go on
looking for a
Craigslist.
job, personal assistant, and there's like a bunch of things you can find, because some people need you only for a few hours, or like helpers in the house, or seaters for the elderly people, or what else? As I said before, dog walkers, like things like that, which require only a few hours a day of your time, easily can be found.
Yes.
Besides, delivering food, Instacart, grocery shopping, driving Ubers, working in cleaning services, also cash. Things like that. Those things
Okay.
actually what immigrants do, and not just immigrants, but regular people. I know, and it's working out completely fine. It's just additional cash, for here and
Yeah,
there.
no, absolutely. I also heard of it, never tried myself, but I've heard there's programs when with like Amazon or like AliExpress or something where you review the products. They send you like free products and you just like write reviews on them and you open them, like blah blah. That's kind of cool, I think. But again, I've never tried it. I wanted to, but I don't really know how do you set up for that. But I'm sure you can Google it and just kind
I'm
of
pretty
find.
sure there is a way, for sure.
Yeah. We don't know exact way.
We're
For
just
this
trying
one.
to give you what we know.
Yeah.
But trust me, if you think about it, there are so many levels of side hustle, right? We're talking about the
absolutely.
basics, like basics which high school kid can do, like when it comes to like
Yeah,
dog walking,
absolutely.
pizza delivery, all that stuff. It's all side hustles, truly. But there are levels. Some people do, trading of crypto, cryptocurrency. Some people do trading of stocks, and then there are higher levels like flipping houses and all. I
No,
mean, obviously it's not a side hustle, it's a business.
It's a big one.
But it's a big one. But what I'm trying to say is that depending on the level you are at now, that's how you're going to choose your side hustle. Of course, you're going to have something like a main job. Maybe you're waiting tables or you're a bartender, and then you're trying to do acting. And besides, you want to pick up something else. That's
Absolutely.
possible. You can also teach. Lots of people love to surf, like Airbnb experiences, right? Like tourists come to LA and they want to try surfing, or they want to see like some cool spots for the pictures in LA, or they want to just see local things. And there are Airbnb experiences. It's a kind of like a thing for the last few years. And people do Airbnb experiences for them, and they teach them, things for like $30, $40 an hour plus tips.
Okay.
Also an option, because if you live in LA for a long time, you can definitely show around, because LA is the place where tourists come. LA is the place where actors come.
Yeah.
You can become a photographer, do headshots for actors. You can do so much. If you think about it, you can do so much, but it all depends on where you are now. I had this person who gave me a greatest advice. It was a few years ago. I said, I don't know what to do. I'm in this position right now. So he's like, okay, well, look where you are now and what assets do you have? And I'm talking not about physical assets. I'm talking about like what kind of advantages do you have? For example, you're a girl, you speak 3 languages, like you can navigate around the town, you can write it down everything. And after that, you can use your assets to
kind of
multiply
find-
your income, to learn where to go to hustle. And some people just don't think that they have assets, but I believe that every single human being, even though he might not be educated or he might not have a work experience, throughout the life we learn something. We are able to do something. I don't think there are people who are not able to do anything. We are capable of things. So if you just kind of sit down and work with your assets, write down your assets, what you know.
No, absolutely. Like, for example, my side hustle, right? Like, I do photography, videography full time. This is what I do. But my side hustle is I sell jewelry on Etsy. Yeah, this is like one of my things that I do. And I found that, like, again, I can take good pictures for it, right? Post them over there on internet, right? I kind of invested like $100 into it or something, so it's not that much, right? And it's just there and it's working for me. And like again, I don't make like $1 million on it yet, but I think it's a great potential. And again, it doesn't require me a lot of work. So like anytime I get an order, just pack it, send it. That's it. That's all I had to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you always have to remember, guys, you are living in California, in America overall, and this country has the biggest buying power among lots of other countries. And that's why whatever you sell, if the product is really, really great, like Amazon, Shopify, wherever you sell, you create your own website, it might be great for you because
can be,
I know people who completely are in like, let's say, film industry, but they just buy glue from China and they sell glue on their website and they can make a living. I'm like, this is genius.
Yeah.
Just the glue.
And then acting becomes a side hustle.
And then acting becomes a side hustle because you start making actual money. Yes. So again, the sky's the limit. Not even the limit. So just remember that you're very blessed and fortunate to be in this place, and you can literally make money on anything if you just think harder and be more bold and productive.
True. Very I hate this word. Entrepreneurial.
Okay. I think my next side hustle is going to be to teach people English pronunciation.
Everybody's gonna speak with a tough Kazakh accent.
Kazakhstan is the greatest country in the world.
Well, English is not my first language, guys. So entrepreneurials.
I know.
I cannot pronounce that. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. That's why you guys watch us, because you barely understand what we're saying. You just like, look at our white skirt. White skirt.
Yes. Tennis. We're going to go and play tennis after this episode.
Absolutely. Sure. Well, guys, these were some tips for, side hustling or making money, every single day with minimum time spent. And we're just trying to help you because we've been through that and we've done that. And
we're still there.
Yeah, and we're still there. And there is no shame in this. If you need to make money for your rent, if you need to make money for your car, gas, and insurance, why I'm saying this because it's in my head every single day, you're going to go for it. And there's no shame. We're all immigrants. We're all trying to make it. And that's why we're talking openly about it, because we're all thriving to do better with Just Fake It podcast with me, Nora, and Maryna.
Do you want to buy some jewelry?
Okay, that's a
First
free.
time?
Yeah. All right, guys. Buy some jewelry from Maryna. It's on Shopify. She's going to put some links
on
under.
Etsy.
Yeah. If you have any comments or questions about an additional side hustles or anything we really talked about, please put some comments. We're going to reply and maybe even send you free pieces of jewelry if we like the comment.
Yes. And it was promoters' contacts.
Oh yeah, that's in DMs. Anyway, it was Just Fake It podcast powered by Invoice Media. We are so excited to see you today, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.